Hi, I'm Jim Schutz with NVE Corporation. Today we're demonstrating the remarkable isolation barrier of NVE's award-winning isolators. NVE isolators have 100 times better barrier spec than other digital isolators, 100 teraohms versus 1 teraohm. This remarkable advantage comes from a unique polymer ceramic composite barrier. Other digital isolators use silicon dioxide or plastic-only barriers, which are not as good. Our barrier is like indestructible fiberglass compared to cheap plastic or rusted sheet metal. We sample test isolator barrier resistance frequently for agency compliance and to ensure we meet specifications. Here's our test setup. We rest the device under test on a highly resistive Teflon sheet. We're not using a socket or circuit board because in this range it could degrade the resistance. And we've wired the terminals on each side together to ensure they're connected. Finally, we're using an analog meter since it's easier to see. We connect the isolators as two terminal devices with the input side pins connected together and the output side pins connected, and then they're connected to the high resistance meter. We'll demonstrate 2-channel and 4-channel parts, wide body and MSOPs. In accordance with industry standards, we're testing at 500 volts. On this meter, that means we use the second scale from the top. First, the 2-channel IL711VE. We charge it and let it stabilize. Then switch it to measure mode. As you can see, we have more than 2 times 10 to the 16th ohms, more than 20 petaohms, well above our specification of 10 to the 14th ohms or 100 teraohms. Next, we have a 4-channel IL715VE. With more channels, this has more barrier area than the 2-channel part, so it's worst case. We let it stabilize, and the resistance is still more than 5 times 10 to the 14th ohms. Isolators are normally resistance tested at 500 volts, but to show how good these parts are, we'll crank the voltage up to a kilovolt. With the kilovolt, we'll use the top scale in the meter. After it charges, we turn it into measure mode. And we still have over 4 times 10 to the 14th, or 400 teraohms. Finally, here's an IL712-1E MSOP isolator, the world's smallest isolator. So there's not much packaging plastic in this one. But like the wide-body isolators, more than a petaohm of resistance. In addition to barrier resistance, ISOLOOP isolators have best-in-class high-voltage metrics, including isolation voltage, comparative tracking index, and barrier life. So, we've demonstrated that ISOLOOP isolators have best-in-class barrier resistance of over 100 teraohms. Click, email, or call us for more information.